Name is Henry Vernon from ACC Driving School, serving Broward County, Florida for the past 20 years. I'm going to walk you through what they're going to have you do on the test and hopefully help you to relax and not worry so much about what the test is going to be. Because the test is actually quite straightforward, quite simple. The test lasts approximately 7 minutes, all done in a shopping center. Speed maximum 15 miles per hour. They're going to ask you if you're parked facing uphill, what direction do you turn the steering wheel? You turn left away from the curb. What else do? You put the car in park, you pull up your parking brake, you turn off the ignition. Okay? Then they're going to tell you basically to listen, follow instruction. Okay? They're going to have you do a 3-point turn. They're going to have you park in between some cones. They're going to have you reverse for like 30 feet. They're going to have you do what's called a quick stop, which means you speed up to between 10 and 20 miles per hour and stop suddenly, like there's a kid just ran out on the road or something like that. The test, like I said, is actually straightforward, very simple. You follow the instructions, you make sure you signal. Each time that you make a turn, you put on your turn signal. If you don't signal, you will lose 4 points for each time. You are allowed to make quite a few mistakes and still pass the test. Like each time that you don't signal, like I say, you lose 4 points, but you are allowed to get up to 30 negative points and still pass the test. So I wouldn't stress too much about, making simpler mistakes, because as long as you don't get disqualified, you will be okay. What disqualifies you? If you don't stop at a stop sign, that disqualifies you. If you hit the curb anywhere along the test, that disqualifies you. If you knock down the cone trying to park, that disqualifies you. If when you're trying to do the 3-point turn, you end up going into the parking spaces in the back or in the front, that disqualifies you because basically you're hitting the cars that's parked in the parking spaces. Driving on the wrong side of the road disqualifies you. When you are reversing, if you reverse to the and end up in the wrong side, you are disqualified. Everything else gets you points. And again, as long as you don't go over 30 points, you will be okay. So if you follow those simple instructions, I think you will be okay for the driving test. Don't think too much about it. Don't worry about it. Take the time to practice. Be prepared. The more prepared you are, the more relaxed you will be. And I feel like that is the main reason people fail, is because they're not relaxed. They are worrying too much, overthinking it, and freaking themselves out. So if you take the time to practice and go to the DMV nice and rested and relaxed, you should have a much better time passing the test. Okay? Thank you and subscribe to my channel.